Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ryan back from Team Anna, and I'm here with another episode of the YND show. Today, we're having a quick discussion of a local issue about gender inclusivity. Today, I have Garrett Dawson and Justin Bernardino from Adolfo Camarillo. Say hi.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
And today, we're going to be discussing a little bit of an issue that they're having where a 50-year tradition of two separate gown colors for graduation is being changed in the name of gender neutrality. Typically, it'd be Colombian blue for women and navy blue for guys, but now in the sake of inclusivity and including everybody, they're changing it all one color without a vote. So I brought them here today to kind of give their thoughts, and we're going to have a little discussion about it. So, Garrett, what do you think about just this in general?
Honestly, I think it could have been approached better. Our school newspaper did do an article on it, and Fox News wrote an article about it, but I believe that we should have got a voice in it, and the school should have came together to decide this, not just right away. And I believe that if those people want to be so included, I believe that they should just be able to pick light blue or navy blue instead of us all having to change, because it's not a lot of people in the percentile that are,
Very small percentile, actually.
transgender or different gender. It's probably 4 to 5 people in a school of, 2,300?
2,600 roughly.
2,600? So, I mean, we shouldn't have to change our tradition just for those small people. They should get to choose what they want to do with their gowns. So that's my kind of belief.
Justin, what do you think?
I'm going along with Garrett. Sort of like, if you think about it, for me, I didn't hear about this until maybe like a week ago, around that time. It wasn't brought up like, oh, what are your guys' ideas on this whole thing? It was like,
What we're going to do is hit this.
it's like, oh, by the way, guys,
Yeah.
we're going to be one color now. Oh, but this was, I wouldn't say last minute, but it kind of sucks because, again, this is a tradition. And how long?
50, roughly 50 years since the
Around
school
that
started.
time. Why is it now we have to change it? Why is it so different
I'd
now?
also like to add one more thing. So, Oxnard Union High School District came out with the saying that it's because they're trying to go to a more collegial graduation, because in college they do have just one
Yeah, they have one color.
But
The superintendent,
the
the
superintendent and Miss Persera made it about gender.
Yeah, actually, to quote them, I have the article up here. To quote the superintendent, she says, "This is a very big national initiative. It is not about gender equality as much as it is about being respectful to everybody's choice to select or not select a gender. And we have students who choose not to. In my view, if you all wear the same color, it shows that you are unified as a student body."
One thing I have to say, Dr. De Leon, superintendent, she's a great person. Great girl. I've
Okay.
met her before, my mom's close with her. But she kind of contradicted herself on that.
Explain, though.
Explain, because, she starts it out with, this isn't about gender, but obviously in the second, I think, or third sense it is,
Yeah.
she makes it about gender.
Well, she's saying that she's giving the reason that people can choose their gender as if gender is malleable. That's what she's saying.
Being, sorry, not liberal, there's only 2 genders.
Okay.
There's only 2 genders, a man and a woman, right?
I believe so.
You can't be a table. You can't wake up one day and say, I'm a woman, or I'm a man.
Yeah.
You are what you are.
But the LGBT community would say no to that.
But
How does that make you feel? As if
look, I have no problem if you say you're gay. I have no problem with
Yeah.
you. Do whatever you want. But when
Do what makes you happy.
do what makes you happy. But I'm saying, when these people are saying like, I'm gonna wake up one day, I'll be a guy, next day I'll be a girl. That's just for attention, dude. That's just like trying to make an issue bigger than it actually is.
okay.
It's like this whole thing. It's like, why are we changing for those 4 or 5 people that are trying to?
They're not even the majority.
They're just looking for attention. My personal thing, they're looking for attention.
Okay. Justin?
What I'm about to talk about right now is not necessarily about like that. It's about like the person, like for a person, like their
Yeah.
like a personal thing, right? If you think about it, we've worked so hard, past 4 years, freshman, sophomore, junior, now senior year, right? And what's happening is we're working so hard, and if you think about it, they're not funding us the gowns. We're paying for them. Why
does it matter?
Why is it
your money, your choice type of thing?
Exactly.
Okay.
If it's my money, why can't I choose which color? Why is it has to be this color and this color only?
So would you say the climate at Cam about this isn't that people are hating on the LGBT community, but that they want a choice?
They want to.
Like would you say you guys are cool with? Would you guys say that you guys are cool with LGBT if they want to pick a gown color they can, or even have a third gown color, but just don't have them change your color?
Even for the LGBT, they're being forced to do one color too. So I'm just saying, if I was one of them, I'd be mad too.
Our teacher was discussing about how, like, if they don't want to choose a specific color because it's targeting a certain gender, why not just have a neutral color like white? Like, if you can't decide which one, why not just have, we have the navy blue, the Colombian blue, and just white if you don't want to. If you
have a third color.
Exactly.
So, since I know, Garrett, you were kind of an ASB, right? So, assuming that, why is Miss Prestera not letting you guys have the vote for a second or third color? Why is she only limiting that to one? Like, why do you think?
Well, I haven't really been an ASB, but I have a lot of friends that are kind of high in ASB. And, I've known Miss Prestera for a while. Again, mom's really good friends with her. I honestly don't know, but I did go up and ask her why they can't choose after she announced it at our senior activities. And she basically just made it about, like, equality and stuff. But, I don't think it's equal at all, because I can even go on a limb and say kind of it's reverse discrimination in a sense, because all the girls that I look forward to wear Colombian blue, they can't do that anymore.
Okay.
And you're changing because, again, 3 or 4 people, or 5 people, whatever, are making a cry for changing 2,300 people's idea.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in the article, my bad, but Mr. Stern makes a comparison about.
Oh, I actually know what you're talking about. She quotes, "I do not understand students who are asking why we are letting a small percentage of the school's population dictate what the entire student body does. That's like saying you have 3% of your graduating class who are deaf and who don't, so we don't need a sign language interpreter because that's not what 97% of the students
need. That has
need."
no recognition to...
Because you're not forcing the interpreter on everybody else. You're only needing that for the 3%.
That's having an interpreter for the deaf people is like having a third color.
It honestly is.
It really is.
And it's this, you can't compare a disability to a different gender.
Because disability is not a choice.
Yeah. Like, I remember seeing something in the comment section where it brings up a good point where if you're going to talk about biology and say that there's multiple genders, you're going to get new biology books then. Because you're teaching students the wrong curriculum. So why go with the wrong curriculum and then at the end of it saying, oh, we can choose our own gender. Therefore, now we're able to push the minority to let that choose for everybody else.
Yeah, one of the things we're not trying to bash our Camarillo High School. We're not trying to bash the school. Not trying to bash Miss Prestera, Miss De Leon, or Dr. De Leon, Dr. Stevenson. Nobody. You
want choice.
We're students that have a voice. Obviously, it's America. We have a voice, and we just want to get our voice out there, and hopefully it can be heard, and maybe this could go nowhere. This could go nowhere. It could change something. I'm just saying it's not to bash anybody.
And I'd like to add on to that. This team, it's all about love, positivity. We're not trying to get people to just be mad at us or just be
This
mad
is for
at
discussion.
It's our voice.
No, yeah.
It's our personal opinion. You don't have to agree with us.
No, yeah.
Like, obviously, if you have something to say, go ahead and say it. I'm not going to argue about it.
Yeah.
Just, at the end of the day, these are our opinions. You don't have to.
We're not, it's clear we don't hate LGBT. We just want the own choice.
Yeah.
The problem I see with this is that for years when, I think in middle school and everything, they talked about individuality, be who you want to be, right? But yet now they're making you conform with everybody else, saying that you're the same, Garrett Dawson, you're the same as Jocelyn Lopez, and Justin, you're the same as Garrett, when clearly you are two different people. Mm-hmm. I find that really disturbing how they preach individuality, but yet in the end of it, they make one of the biggest days of your life, you have to conform to be the same. When I think you should have the choice because individuality makes a person is. Like whenever we started this, they always talk about how in order to be successful, you have to be yourself, and that's what being different makes you successful. Well, this is being the same. This is not going to lead to success. This is not going to help kids' self-esteem by being the same.
I mean, I honestly 100% agree with that. It's kind of like saying, like, I'll go off what you're saying. They teach us how to be individual, create your own path, be who you want to be, but in the same way, they're saying, yo, Justin, you're the same as Isabella. Ryan, you're the same as Garrett.
Yeah.
And then Terrell, you're the same as Jake, all that kind of stuff. It's like, again, it goes back to contradicting yourself on what you're trying to say.
It even preludes to the point I think there was a teacher that commented on here how being an individual relies on your academic rewards, so your SASH, your all this things. And I find that very, very off-putting because not everybody succeeds in school to be successful. I looked it up, and the average, I think, billionaire's GPA was 2.9. So just because you're individual just because you have good grades doesn't mean you're different. One of us might not have as great grades, but we can still go on to be big. We're still an individual, and that's a problem I have. Like Justin, you're a national team MMA fighter. You're not going to compare yourself to me because I'm a varsity basketball player. We're two different people.
Exactly.
Again,
at the end of the day, you're an individual. Follow your dreams. Do what makes you happy. And obviously, everyone has a potential to be something amazing.
Yeah.
But now, I was just putting that out there. But now I gotta say this. It's some people will not listen and maybe miss it. But just remember, we are not bashing.
We are not. We're not bashing. This is obviously our voice.
Yeah, I feel you. And so any last words, anything before we end the show?
I just want to have a choice. Or just have a discussion about it with
Yeah, so at least have, if you were to just have a plain discussion about it with other teachers and people in the administration. That's what students want, right?
I think we should get a meeting or whatever, I don't know how to say it,
just a meeting.
Council or a meeting with maybe some people from the district and some teachers or something like that.
To make it fair, at least.
Make it fair.
We're the students.
Have a discussion about it.
Yeah.
So and obviously, if they do have someone that wanted this whole thing just gender neutrality and all that, we're not going to go into that meeting and just yell at that person.
No.
It's going to be
a discussion.
Friendly, mature.
People kind of put the hate to an extreme. Like people think we just don't like LGBT.
No.
We have our own opinions.
Yeah.
We want to voice our choice.
We have no problem. I mean,
I feel the minority is people. The minority at Cam have a problem with LGBT people. There's a lack of hate against LGBT people. So, I mean, that's why I don't get the fact that they're afraid to have a discussion and to just force this on. Instead, we can have a discussion. That's what I don't get.
I agree.
I agree with you.
All right.
I don't have much.
Yeah. I just again not bashing. Just voice.
We love everyone. We love everyone.
Yeah. So this is Garrett Dawson. That was Justin Bernardino. I'm Ryan from the YND show, and thank you for listening.